Columbus is going through change and growing as what we want to do to foster mental health and to expand the role of mental health and school psychology within the school setting. Our upper level is seeing just the mental health needs on top of the academic needs.
It's no longer just somebody that comes in and works with a student, gives a diagnosis, writes a report, and gives their suggestions and leaves. We're trying more to really work with teachers, how we can support them in the classroom, work with individual students or in groups with counseling. I go to Columbus Global Academy twice a week. There I also have a rocks group. And it's quite different because their language skills are different. So I've really found that rewarding to work with girls from the Congo to El Salvador to Guatemala. And I really enjoyed being there with them and developing those relationships. And that's changed for me. When I first started in school psychology, a lot of it was just doing evaluations. And the longer that I get to stay in Columbus City Schools, I have been able to create specialties. And part of that's English as a second language, and then doing these self-esteem groups. Right now it's a girls group. That's one of the benefits of being part of a big district like Columbus City Schools is that we get the training, we get support because there's some strength in our numbers. And so if there's a concern, there's other individuals, other school psychologists I can go to and ask their help and their advice on whatever skill set that they've specialized in. And I don't necessarily see that always in other districts because you might be the only school psychologist in that district. But here we have a lot of people who've specialized.
You know, you can really make your role into be whatever you'd like it to be. People see this school psychologist position and think that you're just doing testing and placing, but especially in Columbus, you just have a whole wide range of different opportunities of things to do. So really the sky's the limit, and that flexibility and being able to kind of, create my own day and create my own position has just been fantastic for me.
And I think when you are alone or have a smaller district, and a district maybe that's not as diverse as Columbus, you just don't get the opportunities in the same way that you can here.
So what I appreciate is that my school psychologist supervisors, they are very supportive of innovative ways of evaluating students. Other professional staff such as occupational therapists, speech language pathologists, physical therapists, we all work together.
You really get to meet a lot of different people from different parts of the city and the country and with different experiences.
I had actually worked in a rural setting before coming to Columbus City Schools, and now having worked here, just the diversity of the population that I work with and just the need that's here. Once you come here and you work with our kids, it's just really hard to leave.
You get an opportunity to work with a diverse demographic of students, as well as a diverse demographic of educators and other professionals.
There isn't one kind of set student population, right? We have kids who are coming from all over the world. We have kids from all different kinds of ethnic and racial backgrounds, and traditional families, non-traditional families. Diversity and multiculturalism in the district is just fantastic, and it's one of the reasons I like to work here.
Really, Columbus City Schools, I think, is in the unique opportunity right now to grow as a department for school psychologists, where we actually are integrated at all three tiers of education to do prevention before we get to the true issues. So I really think that is where Columbus City Schools is different, is really trying to get to that point where we can get to prevention so we don't have the big issues that arise.
I love being a school psychologist. Being a school psychologist to me is an opportunity to provide an equitable education for our vulnerable students. And being here in Columbus City Schools, it's really a great environment to assist with fostering an equitable educational experience for all students.